Here's Raffaello Part 2. Yesterday, I reviewed her subpar performance against bosses, but I left her mob performance in the air because I didn't know how often the fleet can get 3 stacks of white paint. With some low-level testing though, I can now say that Raffaello is one of the best mob battleships, and here's why. It is decently feasible to have at least one ship in your fleet gain 3 stacks of white paint. Your lead vanguard ship or main tank will mark most enemies with black paint, and then whoever kills those enemies will gain those stacks of white paint. In this clip, Afy 2 marks the enemy Sendai twice, and Unicorn marks Sendai once with black paint. And then Pittsburgh killed Sendai and immediately gained 3 stacks of black paint, or white paint, and began Artist's Blessing. Then Raffaello finished reloading within the next 10 seconds and healed the lowest HP ship 4 times for 177 HP per time. My Raffaello is only level 100, so at max level she should be healing just a bit over 200 HP each. After a bit of testing, I'd say at least 2/3 of her salvos will give enhanced healing, and the first salvo of the battle is least likely to have enhanced healing. So let's say an unenhanced healing is 200 HP and enhanced healing is 800 HP. That's an average of 600 HP per salvo for the lowest HP ship in your fleet, and that's like half the contribution of a good secondary healer like Aquila, Zuiho, Claudia, or Volga. And Raffaello is definitely not making your main healer like Unicorn obsolete. She will still take the BB role, just with a bonus of some healing. I'd say for chapter 15, if you use Raffaello, you'd still want to use 2 healers, because when your main fleet loses a lot of HP, like here, it will take too long for Unicorn alone to heal because she only heals the main fleet once per battle. And 2 healers or 2.5 healers with Raffaello is just more consistent, especially for players with worse anti-air or fleet strength in general. There are still some downsides though. First is that if your main tank is a large cruiser or heavy cruiser, then her main guns will fire slowly, and they might give black paint too few times, thereby decreasing your fleet's white paint income and Raffaello's healing. Ideally, you'll want to put a tanky CL or DD in the front, but if you don't have any good ones, then stick to a good tanky CB or CA, and just take the loss in healing. The second problem is her low anti-air in chapter 15. You will still need to bring very good AA in your vanguard, and for that reason I don't think Raffaello is better than Musashi at chapter 15 mobs, but she could be as good as Musashi, and I do think top 2 mob BB is quite good. And that's my rating, top 2 mob BB.